Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, inshallah, I will presentate about IT, and I will to presentation about UI/UX design. And first, the description of UI. UI is user interface or design in your app or the website you can find on internet, like WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and other application and or website you can find. And UI is the visual, interactive. And UI is the part of products and focus and user needs. What your user needs to in your UI design. If your target user is want to make UI simple UI for his website or his application, you may make the simple UI or the speed and impact UI or the colorful UI, but the simple UI is better than maybe colorful, because UI is important for user. If user not understand the UI, the UI, so you must redesign your UI design until the user understand the UI without take a long time for understanding the UI design from you. And what the goal of the UI design? The goal is to create a visually pleasing and brand consistency and easy to understand. And what the key elements of the UI design? This include the color, shapes, component, typography, button, and maybe interactive UI. And next is UX. What the UX design? UX is a user experience that user get from the UI you make. If the user can understand the UI, so the UX is bad. The UX is not good for the user. So you may do research before we make some UI UX design. We must do UX research first. For what? For understand the user want to make the application. And user experience have a process in the research, and the process is first I want to give to you all about the example of video UI design. There is a healthy app. There is a home page. There is a header, search bar, and the content of the home page. And in the next mockup, there is a doctor schedule. There is a search bar and the content. The content is schedule of the doctor in the application. And the next is the article. In the article page, you may read the article You may read the article from the application about maybe information about healthy or anything you may get in this application. And before we make the UI design like that, we must do research, and research have a process and steps. Nah, there is a UX design process. There is 3 steps: empathize, define, and ideate. First is empathize. You may know what the user needs before you move a single pixel. You may know. You may do research about the user. For example, maybe your user want some cultural learning platform. So you may do research about the culture, what the case, and anything. And you may find the solution of the case. And the second is define. Find the why. And the next is ideate. In ideate, you must brainstorm your solution to convert to the UI design, so you can make the good UI and the good UX. And if you make a good UI but your UX is not good, your user not understand what the UI is, nothing. So you must make good UX too for have a good UI. Maybe that's all from me from the about the UI UX design. Thank you for watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.